everyone! Today's video is going to be a cozy fall dinner idea, spinach lasagna, and it's going to be super budget friendly because it's meat free, but don't worry, it's still hearty enough to feed the whole family. Okay, so this is one of those meals that's super easy to throw together and it's all a one dish meal. You don't even have to cook it before you pop it in the oven. So the first thing I like to do is I start with my oven ready lasagna noodles. And this is the best way to do it because it's so simple. So to get a little head start on these though, because sometimes when you stick them straight in the oven, they can be a little tough. They need a little bit of help. So what I like to do is I like to take my lasagna noodles, they come in sheets like this, and before I start putting them in the oven and layering them, I like to go ahead and soak them in some warm water. So I have some cold water here, and I'm just gonna take some boiling water that I had and put this in here to kind of make it warm. And while I put together my filling, I'm just gonna let the lasagna noodles soak in here. Okay, so once you have them covered decently in a good amount of water, we're just gonna go ahead and set that aside and start making our filling now. So for the filling, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out with 2 eggs. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack them in here. Okay, so I've got my 2 eggs in here. So now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna add in 32 ounces of ricotta, whole milk ricotta, the good stuff. And then 1 8-ounce package of shredded Italian style cheese. I like to use this kind, but you could use like a mixture of mozzarella or provolone, whatever you think is gonna be good in there, use it, it's fine. And then I have 1 10-ounce frozen chopped spinach, and I just heated this up in the microwave on defrost, and then you squeeze out all the water you can possibly get out of here, because when it starts defrosting, it is full of water. Okay, and then you're also gonna wanna add in a teaspoon of garlic or garlic powder, whatever you have on hand will work, and then salt and pepper. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so now our filling has come together. This is the good creamy part of our lasagna. And now I'm gonna show you how all of this gets layered up. So what you're gonna wanna do is grab your favorite 9x13 dish. Mine still has some water in it because I rinsed it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna grab a jar of your favorite marinara. I like to use the Newman's. I like the flavor and the consistency of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take half of this jar and I'm gonna spread it in the bottom of our 9x13. So we're gonna do that first. Okay, so now I've got half of my jar of marinara there, and we're gonna go ahead and put a layer of our soaked lasagna noodles. And it's okay if they're still wet, that's fine. It just adds more moisture to it and helps it cook faster. And try not to overlap too much, but it's okay if they kind of overlap a little bit. You just don't wanna have stacked whole layers of lasagna noodles on top of each other. Okay, so now I've got my layer of lasagna noodles, and we're gonna go ahead and add a layer, about half of our ricotta mixture on top of this. And once we do that, we're gonna sprinkle it with about half a cup of mozzarella and add the other half of our jar of pasta. So I'll let you watch me do it, that way you know what to do. And as always, I'm gonna have my recipe linked down below, so you can always click that link and you'll get the full written recipe. Okay, so let's go ahead and assemble. Okay, so now I have the whole thing put together here, and now I've got the mozzarella sprinkled on top and everything. And to make it extra pretty, I actually like to sprinkle a little bit of this garlic salt, the one that has parsley in it, over the top, because I think it just makes it look really pretty, like a restaurant or something. And then we're gonna pop this into the oven for about 40 minutes. And I like to actually cover it with foil for the first 40 minutes. And then for the last 10 minutes, I like to take the foil off. A lot of times you'll see like lasagna cheese stuck to the foil when somebody's baking it. What I like to do is I grab some of my olive oil cooking spray and I spray my foil, and then I put it on there. And that keeps the cheese on the lasagna instead of on my foil. All right, so now I've just popped this onto a baking sheet because we have our pan of lasagna really full. So you just want to make sure it's not overflowing into your oven once that sauce starts to bubble up. So put that on a baking sheet, and then we're gonna pop this in the oven. Okay, so my lasagna is done. It's cooled off so that I can eat it without scalding myself, and everything's kind of set up, you know, so it's not gonna run everywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what this looks like on the inside. You can kind of smell that spinach. I'm telling you, the spinach gives this the best flavor. I don't know why, but it is so good. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, that is so beautiful. This is honestly one of my favorite meals. You do not miss the meat at all. So much cheese. Oh, it's so good. All right. I mean, how can that be bad, right? I've got to get a bite of this. I know that you guys are going to enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. This is good.
You're saying that because there's so much cheese.
It's good. It's really good.